You've looked at the Panama Papers. What did you find?
We have looked into the data made available, publicly available. We found 430,000 names of companies and persons involved in them. And we have checked if among those names of entities and persons, there were entities of persons involved with the European institution. That is, we have checked if among those names there were names of staff, senior staff, or members of the EU institutions. So we have checked the name of all EU members. And the result has been that we have found very few matches. That is, as the result of this comprehensive analytical work, we have opened 4 investigations on staff and also on economic operators which have worked with the EU institutions.
You've also looked at people that you're already investigating. Did you find any information in that particular area that will help your current work?
Yes, we have also found 9 matches of people or companies already involved in OLAF investigations, and what we have found in the Panama Papers has been a helpful piece of evidence connected with the ongoing OLAF investigations.
There are 11 million documents, I believe, that still have not been disclosed. Would you like to see that information? It sounds like an awful lot of information to me.
By asking an investigator if he would like to have 11 millions of additional, let's say, documents to investigate upon and to check, of course, the answer is rather obvious. We would very much like to have them and to be able to analyze them, because these documents are emails, documents, mandates, and in these documents we might find additional evidence of beneficial owners of those companies, which might lead to further evidence on already ongoing investigation, or might trigger new investigations. We have tried to have access to these data. We don't have any power to seize these data, of course, but we have asked the owners of these data, that is the investigative journalists, to be able to access them. But so far the answer has been negative.
And what is the reason for that?
I think the main reason at least, is the protection of the source.
There's a lot of work being undertaken by the Commission on fair taxation, tax havens, anti-money laundering in relation to terrorism. What do you think we need to see next?
Well, first of all, I think the proposals which have been put forward by the Commission, legislative proposal, have to be approved and implemented yet. So that would be already very important, would give the law enforcement agencies and the financial investigative units real possibilities to check money laundering cases, but also financing of terrorism cases and so on. But most of all, they will add a lot in the transparency of economic transactions, which is very much needed. So approve and implement all these newly introduced regulations, and in a nutshell, to have all the EU law enforcement agencies being able to have access to the data.
There's a whistleblower involved in this case. In this case, we don't know their identity. There are other cases where we do know the identity of whistleblowers. Would you like to see stronger protection for whistleblowers, not just outside the institutions, but within the institutions?
Well, we can only protect those inside the institutions. Outside the institutions, we cannot do much. I don't think this is the main issue. Of course, the protection is needed when it comes to officials of public institutions, and there is already in place protection. I think this is not the main problem that we have in this moment. The real problem we have to address in this moment is that there is more transparency in the financial transactions, and that the investigations can really flow and expand throughout the member states as the criminals are already able to do, and the investigators are not yet.
So this is a call for greater European cooperation.
Greater and more European Union approach, of course. We need European investigation, much more European investigations or transnational investigations, because the crimes we are and the criminal reality we are facing is not Italian, German, Luxembourgish or national ones, is a transnational one. So must be also the answer.